appreciate y'all going away with us this weekend. I mean, I hate those bed and breakfast places, but, Mavis is all excited, and since it's our anniversary, I want her to have everything the way she wants it.
You know, I never understood why people renew their vows. I mean, do they, mispronounce something the first time?
Actually, the only reason I can figure for renewing wedding vows is that at some point in a marriage, people just say, this can't possibly be right. And it's just an attempt to retrace their steps.
Well, I think it's a good idea to do it, say, every 4 years along with your driver's license. Give you a chance to take a look at your record and clear up any outstanding violations.
Yeah, of course, Mavis would have to pass a smog check.
What is this about checking my smog?
Oh, nothing, honey. We were just talking about renewing our wedding vows.
You guys gonna use the same vows you said the first time?
No. Actually, we're gonna write new ones, and I thought that maybe you guys, with Georgie being a writer and all, could help us with that.
Oh, gee, I don't know. That's pretty personal stuff.
Well, you don't have to worry about Billy's part. I mean, it's not hard to improve on. I hope I don't regret this once I sober up, but I guess I do.
So how about you and Miss Lottie, Mr. Hartman? I mean, as long as you two are going along, why don't you just go ahead and tie the knot?
Well, really, Adam, I don't think we're quite ready yet, but thank you for your interest.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess you older people like to take your time. But anyway, I just think you guys make such a great couple.
Well, thank you, Adam, but old Mr. Hartman and I are real happy with our relationship just the way it is.
That's right. Besides, John's my best friend, and I have to have somebody I can live through.
Well, what is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It's just an article I read about how married men sometimes live vicariously through their single friends. Not that John's better off than me.
Yeah, it's not as if I'm out there playing the field. I mean, I'm with her all the time.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, nothing. I'm just trying to help Billy out.
It also said that marriage is like a steel bear trap. The only difference is that chewing your own foot off won't get you out of it. And I'll tell you, when I read that, it sickened me.
We completely disintegrate here. Let's get on to prepping the senator on his foreign trade speech this morning.
I think that he's oversimplifying his protectionist stance here.
Excuse me, but what are these?
Oh, Miss Starr brought those in this morning. They're little cans of mace for you and Miss Lottie to protect yourselves with.
Oh, well, isn't that nice?
Yeah, Miss Starr got them from the receptionist in Senator Packwood's office.
Lady, be quick. Strong enough to hurt a man, but made for a woman.
Could we get back to the senator's speech, please?
Oh, by the way, Adam, where is the senator? Weren't you supposed to pick him up this morning?
Oh, no, Dee Dee wanted to do it. She had some papers for him to sign that she's taken directly to the bank.
Well, they better step on it. It's only 1 hour to showtime on C-SPAN.
You know, I never noticed it before, but you got a lot of hair.
I got a permanent. You know, like people wore in the 60s.
Look at all that damn hair he's got. He looks like one of those chia pets that people keep on their sink.
Well, Senator, we were just talking... Excuse me, sir, did you forget something this morning, like perhaps your shirt and tie?
I've not forgotten anything, Mr. Hartman. My house just burned to the ground and everything in it.
Oh, my gosh, are you serious?
It was horrible. The police and press were everywhere.
Senator, are you all right? Can I get you anything?
No, I'm not all right, Mr. Hartman. And you can get me a shirt, a tie, and a sports coat somewhere, and you better get it by 8:30 because that's when I have to introduce my bill.
Adam, listen, why don't you call Mr. Guy, see if he'll open up early for us, and John and I'll go over and pick something out.
Senator, your house really burned to the ground?
Yes, Mr. Hartman, it really did. And it was really a big fire, and it was really awful, and I lost everything. And it was the most stupid thing you can imagine because none of it need have happened if Mrs. Smithers hadn't come back when she did.
Wait a minute. What does Mrs. Smithers have to do with this?
Well, she made that rule that if she ever caught the senator and me together alone away from the office, then she would divorce him. But I thought that since the maid was there, that it would be okay for me to just go by and have him sign these papers so I could get them to the bank. But then when I got there, he needed a little help picking out a necktie to wear today. So I went upstairs. But I was only going to be there for a few minutes, and then Mrs. Smithers came home, unexpectedly. When we heard her voice downstairs, well, the senator was just absolutely mortified. And all I could think was, oh, my word, we're going to end up just like those Buttafuoco's.
That's when I set fire to my house.
You set the fire?
That's right, Miss Hartman. I only wanted a little fire. In the bathroom, I burned the Congressional Quarterly and a roll of toilet paper. I didn't mean it to go anywhere, and it started to spread out of control. So I rushed down the stairs shouting, fire, fire, for Mrs. Smithers to come out the front door with me. Miss Starr was going out the back door, but she fell. And that really big German maid recently hired by Mrs. Smithers picked her up and saved her and carried her out the front. That's when Mrs. Smithers went berserk. When she saw her, she started screaming and yelling. When the fire department got there, it was a blazing inferno.
So you just have nothing but the clothes on your back?
That's right, Miss Davis. I'm now penniless and homeless with not even a credit card to my name. And I can't even blame it on the Democrats.
Senator, this is a major disaster. Where are you going to stay?
I don't know, Mr. Hartman, and I can't worry about that. Right now, I have to find some clothes because I've got to get down to the Senate.
Okay, Mr. Guy is going to open up the store for us. He's pulling some things in the senator's size right now.
John, I'll get right over there. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Sorry.
You think I should go with them to help pick out a tie?
No, I think you've done enough tie consulting for one day. Mavis, would you go over to speak to the senator? I'm going to try to contain the press on this.
Okay. Here you go, Senator.
Senator Smithers' office. Uh-huh. Oh, no. Okay. I'll tell him. That was Max Woodson from Senator Riley's office. Apparently that senator is out sick, and since Senator Smithers is the only other co-sponsor of the bill, he's going to have to introduce it now, at 8 o'clock.
That's in 20 minutes. The guys won't be back with his clothes.
Well, that means we have to find me something else. I've got to make this speech. There are too many people counting on me.
Oh, gee, I wish there was somebody around this office who wore your size, Senator.
I know. There's somebody just about my size who speaks to me every morning. And I think he likes me very much. I'll just borrow his coat.
Who are you thinking of?
His name's Ralph.
Ralph, where does he work?
In the elevator. And so, I'm very proud to be introducing the Smithers-Riley trade tariff bill this morning. But I'm especially proud to be doing it in this uniform, which was presented to me by General Colin Powell. And it is the exact replica of the one often worn by him and other distinguished generals during their leisure hours.
I know it's true because I'm looking at it, but I can't believe he is wearing that outfit on national television.
Really, this is a lot worse than the time he had the toilet paper trailing from his shoe. This is truly horrible.
Oh, come on, it could be worse.
How?
He could be wearing a little matching hat with a monkey hugging him.
Hey, we got the clothes. Where is he?
You're too late. Riley got sick. He had to go on a half an hour early.
What do you mean, go on? He went in his bathrobe?
No, he found something else.
From where?
The elevator operator.
I can't believe this. You girls let him go on national television wearing that?
Honey, we didn't have any say-so. You know how he is once he makes up his mind.
Why didn't we just go to a Halloween store and rent a Zorro costume?
Well, I'm sorry. We couldn't stop him. What was I supposed to do? Tackle him at the knees?
Yes! How are we going to explain this? Look at him. He looks ridiculous, like some nursing home bellboy with a name tag that says Ralph.
Well, he had to leave it on. It's covering a cigarette burn.
This can't be explained. Hell, it's over. We're finished. I mean, you can't wear a little purple monkey suit with gold ropes on it on the floor of the United States Senate and just think that people are going to chalk it up to being eccentric. Obviously, there's something seriously wrong with this person.
Mavis, get Adam on his cellular phone right now.
He's not using it anymore. He's afraid it causes brain cancer.
I don't believe this. We'll get him on the Senate phone.
I am.
Adam doesn't have to worry about brain cancer. Hell, a microwave can't penetrate that chia hair.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to tell Adam to get him off.
Well, what's he going to do?
I don't care. He can pretend to have a heart attack for all I care. Adam, this is Hartman. How does he look? Well, he looks about the same up here as he does down there. Stupid! As a matter of fact, you both look like something out of the Marx Brothers. Now, listen, I want you to go over to him and tell him he has to get off. Now. Right. No, just do it.
Man, this is awful. People are watching this all over the world. Saddam Hussein is laughing at us right now. He's on the telephone with Idi Amin telling him to turn on his TV. This is much worse than when Bush threw up in Japan.
Senator, they want you to get off.
Take off what?
They want you to get off right now.
Right now?
Yes.
Okay. This must have given off a glare or something. And now, if the distinguished gentleman from Arkansas would yield me another 15 minutes?
I'm sorry. I know we're arriving way past our scheduled check-in time, but we had kind of a tough day.
The problem is, I only had you down for 2 rooms, and now you have an extra person in your party.
I told you it would be too much bother. I mean, I don't have to tag along with you. I can go to the Y. I stayed there during the war.
Come on, Senator, don't be silly. You're not going to stay at the Y. You're going to stay here with us. Besides, you got to get away from all the press and the insurance adjusters and everybody else. You just got to relax and regroup.
Well, I suppose I could put you in Susan's room.
No way. I don't want to be with another woman. That's how I got into this mess.
Susan is our daughter. She happens to be away at college. We haven't converted her room over to bed and breakfast status yet, but you can stay there if you don't mind her clothes.
Oh, I don't mind. Could even borrow a few things. Does she have any khaki pants?
Gee, Miss Baker, this form is kind of extensive, isn't it?
Please call me Hollis. My husband is Jordan.
Do you really need to know if we have any allergies?
Well, yes. We like to have as much information about our guests as possible, since you will be staying in our home. Incidentally, we are environmentally friendly here. All of our meat is free range. We don't allow aerosol cans, smoking, perfume samples in magazines, or preservatives.
Anybody got any preservatives on them? I think we're clean.
We don't mean to be intolerant, but we were living in Manhattan, and we just realized that we wanted a deeper connection with nature than the Land's End catalog.
Yeah, I know how that can really eat away at you.
This onset of menses question, I assume that's just for the women.
No, that's just an extra medical insurance form. If you're not going hiking, you don't have to worry about that.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I'll just make sure everything upstairs is in order. Can I take some bags?
Oh, no, that's okay. We can get them.
How about you, sir?
Oh, just as a little toothbrush I found on my desk. Be careful. Don't bend the bristles.
I'll get your complimentary muffin baskets for you to take to your rooms.
I don't want a muffin basket. I want a thick steak and a hot bath. Where's this Susan's room anyway? Let's get these jacuzzi jets fired up.
Senator, I wouldn't count on anyone having jacuzzi jets in their tub. I think this place is a little more rustic than that.
Oh, you can say that again. We just had to walk 2 miles to find a Coke machine. There's no room service. There's no swimming pool. They don't even have cable. I've never seen a hotel like this.
Wayne, I told you this is not a hotel. It's a bed and breakfast inn.
Well, I don't care what you call it. You shell out $130 a night, you ought not to have to share a bathroom with a common stranger.
Whoa, wait a minute. You have to share a bathroom?
That's right. And it's not even sanitized for your protection. You know that strip you usually get over your toilet? Well, I don't have that here. Personally, I find that to be the mark of a good hotel.
Excuse me, why'd you pick this place?
Oh, we didn't pick it. We had car trouble and the Motel 6 was full.
Well, listen, I think this is a little ridiculous. I mean, sharing a bathroom and a senator here staying in Susan's room. Come on, this is not a hotel. This is somebody's damn house.
I think it's wonderful.
Hey, come on, we haven't even seen the rooms yet. Let's give this place a chance.
Okay, I think we're all ready now. I'll show you to your rooms, and then after dinner, perhaps we can all enjoy a brandy by the fire in the den. Except for the Falcoffs, of course. I know they don't care for brandy, so to commemorate their home state of Kentucky, I've left a lovely carafe of Mountain Dew on their nightstands.
Ooh, doggies. There's going to be a hot time in the old town tonight.
This brie is delicious. Would you care for some, Senator?
Oh, no, thank you, Miss Davis. The fowl we had for dinner didn't agree with me. Well, I certainly hope Miss Starr can find her way here. She's not too good at reading maps, you know, and it's 2 hours from Washington.
Miss Starr is coming here tonight?
Oh, that's right, Mr. Davis. There are all these insurance forms to be signed.
By the way, Senator, Mavis and I are going to see a justice of the peace across the road a little before midnight tonight to renew our wedding vows. That's when we got married before, you know, and Mr. Hartman and Miss Lottie are standing up for us in case you want to go.
No, thanks, Mr. Davis. I'm just going to stay in my room, wash out my underwear. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just all I have.
We understand.
You know, Billy, maybe we better go back to our room and work on our vows.
Hey, how you doing? Hey. Darla and I are just going to walk down the road a piece and get a bag of nachos to go with our wheel of brie. Can we get anything for Earl?
Oh, no thanks. We're all still sick from dinner.
Oh, that was terrible, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think Hollis killed that entree we had.
I told you, Wayne. Hollis is the wife.
Oh, whatever. Well, they keep calling it free range. I guess it was just something that was wandering around. Anyway, I don't believe these two have a clue as to what they're doing. You haven't seen them around lately, have you?
Oh, yeah, I did. They're turning down the beds and they're leaving a piece of sugarless candy and biodegradable wrappers on everyone's pillow.
Who, doggy? I can't wait to suck that.
Wait.
What gets me is they're so petrified about aerosol cans and anything that emits fumes, and then they give you one bathroom for 4 people.
Wait.
That's exactly right. And I'll tell you something else. Personally, I don't see how anybody can just declare their house a hotel. I mean, I got a bunch of junk down in my basement, but I don't go around trying to convince everybody it's a department store.
Isn't that the truth? Well, hang in there, buddy.
All right.
Hey, you get bored later on. We sneaked in a magazine that has a perfume sample. You can come on down our room later and sniff it.
I got you. We'll be there.
Gee, you know, somehow this isn't turning out to be the romantic holiday I envisioned. Well, I just hope Georgie and John are having as much fun as we are.
Are you kidding me? John doesn't like this place any more than I do. I bet you they're having a big old fight right now.
You know something? That was the most perfectly beautiful snowy moonlit walk I've ever been on.
Don't talk. If you talk while I kiss you, I get words in my mouth.
I don't know why, but I am so excited about going with Billy and Mavis.
Well, maybe someday they'll come with us when we renew our vows.
Is that a proposal?
If you want it to be.
Hartman, what are you talking about?
I don't know. It just... Maybe the cold night air sort of cleared my head, but... A minute ago, I just stood in the snow looking at how beautiful you are and realizing that except for my sons, I would trade everything in my life for one more day with you.
You're not dying, are you?
I don't know, but it'd be okay as long as I'm in your arms.
Hartman, what's come over you?
Nothing's come over me. I've been in this condition since the day I met you. Of course, I've been trying to conduct myself in a businesslike manner because it would be inappropriate for a 42-year-old man to go around with a spray can writing Georgianne on everything.
If I married you, would you do that?
Of course I would. Then I'd get them to retire your name like they do in baseball. No one would ever be allowed to use that name again.
You know, Hartman, you have a way of making me feel like I'm 16 years old again. Like I want you to play me all your old records so I can guess your favorite parts. I want to wear your T-shirts after you've gone jogging in them. I want to go through your old books and find all the turned down pages. I want to go to your high school reunion, hear all the dumb stories, and punch out anybody who wasn't nice to you. And I want to know your parents and find you in their faces. Just like I see you in Ben's eyes and Elliot's smile. Tell you the truth, you know, it wouldn't matter to me if we're married or not because I couldn't love you any differently or any more than I do right now.
Yeah, but it matters to me.
Why?
Because I want us to be a family.
We are a family.
I know, but I want it to be written down somewhere. I'm sorry, but that's just the kind of guy I am. I need to be in the automobile club. I need to have a library card. I need certificates, verification, paperwork.
Well, I could write you a note you could keep in your wallet.
Are you turning me down?
No, I'm not. And this is scaring me. I never seriously pictured myself married before.
Try harder.
You know, I'm not afraid of commitment. I am as committed to you and Ben and Elliot as anyone could be.
Well, that works out great because we already think of you as our girl.
Now you're gonna make me cry.
Elliot even wants to build you a big picture window in your bedroom.
Oh, now you're really gonna make me
Well,
cry.
evidently you mentioned something about liking them when you took him to school, and now he thinks if I build one, then you'll stay with us for good.
I won't bake cookies or go to PTA meetings.
Hey, who needs cookies? You taught him how to ride side saddle and moonwalk.
Hartman, this is nuts. We can't just get married.
Yes, we can. We can use the same justice of the peace as Billy and Mavis.
Oh, we can't upstage their night.
No, we won't. We'll let them renew their vows, and then we'll tell them.
Married. Us.
Yes, now. Why not? Look, I come with a lifetime warranty. All you have to do is keep my parts in good working condition.
You're crazy.
I know, so are you. I'm counting on it.
Hartman, this is serious.
That must be why my hands are shaking.
You want an answer?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes!
Hello?
Hi, Pop. How's your hand?
Oh, it's fine. Swelling's almost all gone. And I went ahead and buried that electric knife in the backyard.
How are the boys?
They're fine, too. I just finished the dishes and... Now I'm sitting here tapping my toes, listening to this incredibly obnoxious rap music, which incidentally has been going on ever since you left.
Hey, Pop, did you say you were sitting down?
That's correct.
Good, because I have some pretty exciting news.
Okay.
Pop, Hartman and I have decided to get married.
You're kidding. Well, listen, Queenie, that is great. Oh, I'm really happy for you.
Are you sure, Pop? You don't sound so happy.
Of course I'm happy. If you're happy. I mean, you're my daughter, for crying out loud.
Pop, are you crying?
No, of course I'm not crying.
Pop, Hartman would like to say something.
Hello, Mr. Lottie. Listen, I want you to know that I'm going to do everything in my power to cherish, love, and honor your daughter for the rest of her life.
Good, because I want you to get one thing straight and get it straight now. If I ever hear that you have caused her even one tiny little minute of pain or unhappiness, I have some very well-connected friends who will make sure you wake up with 2 broken kneecaps and your butt sewn to your face.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate those words of wisdom, and I'll carry them with me always.
What'd you say?
Oh, just mazel tov, overcome with joy, the usual.
Hey, Pop. Not only are we getting married, we are doing it right away.
Yeah? Like when?
Like tonight. How soon can you and the boys get here?
I don't know. But you can be sure that you'll hear us before you see us. Just tell the innkeeper to keep the porch light on for Grandpa and the Stinky Boys.
Come in. Hey, I thought you guys were coming to our room. We could really use some help on our wedding day.
I'm sorry, we just had a little business to take care of.
You guys are acting kind of funny and you're smiling really big. What's going on?
Nothing.
Ah, here you are. Still haven't heard anything, Miss Starr, but I did find some very racy reading material on my nightstand. Something about a man named Chet who evidently approached the author of this book in the darkness, his proud, vigilant manhood silhouetted against a window. Boy, did any of you find anything like that in your rooms?
No.
Look, Senator, I don't mean to interrupt, but we're kind of trying to work on rewriting our wedding vows here.
We're going to start with the traditional for better or for worse, for in sickness and in health, and all that romantic stuff.
Except remember, we're substituting support for obey.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, well, actually, Dumpling, I just said that I'd think about that.
Oh, well then, perhaps we should put something in there prohibiting the use of the word dumpling, too.
Why don't you guys start by building on the traditional vows? You know, personalize the better or worse for you and Billy.
Okay. Well, maybe it would help, Billy, if we specified that the for better or for worse covers visits from my family.
I'll give you that. If I may remind you that in sickness and in health doesn't say anything about cramps.
Used to be a man, made all the rules, and he was a king in his own castle. Whatever happened to all that?
Sir, I think you forfeit those rights when you burn down the castle.
You know, I'm still not sure I agree with this changing the obey thing.
This from a man who can't take simple directions from a milk carton and maybe open the right side for a change? Oh, does that go against your principles to take directions from something that gives milk?
You know, I just remembered why you guys have such big smiles on your faces. It's 'cause you're single. See, married people don't smile like that.
Oh, come on, you guys. This is turning ugly. Let's just stick to writing the vows.
Okay, how about this? Do you promise to put my underwear back in the right drawer after you finished wearing it?
She's just kidding about that. Mavis, tell him you're kidding about that.
Hi there.
Just checking in to see if I can get anybody anything.
Well, I wouldn't mind another one of those hot little books you left on my nightstand.
What little book?
I think you know. Certainly wasn't left there by the Gideons. Maybe you'd like to ask Chet.
Chet! You have obviously been reading Susan's personal diary. Chet was one of her beaux. How dare you?
Well, madam, if I were you and that man dated my daughter, I'd be a little less concerned with me and a little more concerned with the proud silhouettes he goes around making in front of windows.
All right, that's it. I am now going to Susan's room to remove her diary. And I must ask you, please, to stay out of her personal things.
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
Mavis, tell them you were kidding about that underwear crack.
Not until you take out the word obey.
Oh, come on, guys. This is childish.
You're exactly right, Georgie. It is childish. I think this was a big mistake coming up here. I say we just call the whole thing off.
Mavis, I'm serious. I want you to correct the underwear thing right now. I mean it.
Sorry I'm late, but it's coming a blizzard out there. Oh, and all these news crews followed me here from the office.
You're kidding. The press is here.
Yeah, Channel 4, Channel 9, and Channel 10. I tried to lose them, but they just stayed right on top of me all the way. It was a nightmare.
Well, I better go downstairs and make a statement.
No, Miss Lottie, I want to make a statement myself. That will give me a chance to regain some of my dignity.
I don't mean to be unkind, Senator, but I think that ship has sailed.
No, I'm going to Susan's room to freshen up. I've made up my mind to make a statement from the heart. Write it up, Miss Lottie.
Senator Smithers, what caused the fire in your house?
Senator, is it true that you were in the house with another woman when the fire started?
Ooh, tough crowd.
Did you really introduce a bill on the Senate floor wearing only an elevator operator's uniform?
Shame on you, sir. For whenever you insult the leisure wear of the United States military, you insult the entire country. Do you know how many off-duty generals have died wearing that outfit?
All right, back off. No, not you, Senator. Look, just give us some room, would you please? Now, I told you all, no questions. The senator has a short statement which we will read. Those are the ground rules. If you don't follow them, the interview's over. We'll be with you in a couple of minutes. Miss Starr?
Yeah?
Would you run upstairs and tell Miss Lottie we may need her down here?
Okie dokie, watch my purse.
Okay, Senator, all you have to do is relax.
Good grief. My breath smells like that dead bird from dinner. I need some mouth spray.
I think the senator is ready to begin his statement.
Here we go. Lady, be quick. That should do the trick.
Senator, no!
You know, I think this is going really well so far.
Don't you guys know any songs? You know, what about row, row, row your boat gently down the stream?
We don't know it. Hey, I got a song. Your bear's bad and we're bad. Dad's Mary and Georgiana, we sure are glad. But sticky boys, sticky boys.
How about this little light of mine? I'm gonna let it shine. Oh,
we don't know it. We stink in the backseat, we stink in the front.
100 bottles of beer in the wall, 100 bottles of beer.
I don't like that song. It takes too long to sing. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Again, we already made 5 pit stops. If you guys are going to insist on wearing your clothes backwards, I'm going to insist that we're not going to stop. Every time you go to the bathroom, it takes 15 minutes to get your pants down.
It's a red thing. It's bad.
It sure is. Boy, if the snow keeps falling at this rate, I don't know if we're ever going to get through.
I know what can cheer you up, Mr. Lottie.
Yeah, what?
We stink in the car, we stink in the highway. Get where we go, we stink in the driveway. Are we there yet?
Well, that's that. I just got the senator and Billy Bob off. Mavis and Dee Dee went in Dee Dee's car. Mavis doesn't want to ride with Billy, and the senator doesn't want to ride with Dee Dee because it would look bad to the press. Billy doesn't want to ride with the senator, but I told him he has to take him home because he got kicked out. I told him you and I are staying because we have some business to take care of. Where did you get that dress?
It's Susan's prom dress. Hollis said I could borrow it to get married in, which is actually pretty decent of her, considering a couple of her guests are threatening to sue for mace poisoning.
Have I told you tonight that I love you?
You know, I just can't help but think about what Billy said. Is getting married gonna wipe the smile off our faces?
I know. I've been thinking about it, too.
Do you ever wonder how it is that the only two things in life that require witnesses and a priest being present are weddings and trips to the electric chair?
You know, Georgie, I'm just afraid of ruining what we've already got. I mean, maybe we should rethink this marriage thing. Why don't we just sit down and go through all the negatives involved here?
Okay. What worries you the most?
That you'll start wearing a big old flowered muumuu? How about you? What worries you?
Okay, well, things like right now, when I look at you and you're driving, I see the sexiest, most wonderful man in the world. But I'm afraid that after we get married, you're just going to become the jerk who forgot to get gas and can't read a road map.
Another downside is that it cuts our chances of winning the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes in half.
Not only that, but when you really think about it, a marriage license is just another meaningless, stupid piece of paper. I mean, if it's supposed to be proof of your ability to have a mature, serious relationship, then why are they handed out by people in Las Vegas who are pretending to be Elvis Presley?
That's the truth. So why do I suddenly want that meaningless, stupid piece of paper more than anything in the world?
I don't know, but maybe if we can just get through the night, the urge will pass. Hello? Oh, Pop, hi, we were worried about you. Where are you?
In a gas station. We're about an hour away. The roads are really bad.
Oh, no.
Oh, what is he saying?
They're in a gas station. The roads are really bad.
Well, tell him not to take a chance. I think they should turn around and go back home.
Did you hear that, Pop?
Yeah, I heard it.
Pop, Hartman and I have decided not to get married.
You're kidding.
No.
Well, it's a little late now, isn't it? What the hell's wrong with you people? We've already come 100 miles. I was just getting used to the idea. The kids are going to be heartbroken. They've already promised to turn their pants around right for the wedding.
Well, I'm sorry, Pop, but we didn't want to ruin a good thing.
I gotta go. There's a serial killer waiting to use the phone.
Okay, Pop, call me when you get home. Okay, bye-bye. I don't believe it. I think he's actually disappointed. I know Ben and Elliot are.
Well, hey, I feel bad, but that's no reason to get married. Although for me, the urge still hasn't dissipated.
Yeah, me either.
Oh, well, we've just got to be strong. You know, we got to think about that ugly scene Mavis and Billy just had. I mean, that's what 10 years of marriage can look like.
It's true.
So why do I still want to do it?
I don't know. You know, I saw this movie once about this woman who was staying in this hotel, and she was really afraid that she was going to go running off and marry someone, so she had all of her shoes locked up in the hotel vault.
Well, I like to think I have a little more control than that. I really don't think we have to go that far.
Let me get this straight. You want me to lock your shoes in the safe so you won't be able to wear them?
That's right. You see, we have this terrible urge to get married tonight, and we've decided not to. So when this urge comes up again, we just want our shoes to be locked up so we can't go anywhere. I mean, what with the snow and all.
Yeah, that's right. No, but no matter how much we beg, no matter how much money we offer you, don't give them back to us.
Well, this seems a little irregular. I'm just a night clerk. I should probably ask Miss Hollis and Mr. Jordan.
Oh, don't bother them. They're probably making a quilt. You look like a take charge kind of guy. So I'm going to count on you. I'm sorry, what was your name?
Richard?
I'm going to count on you, Richard. In fact, my fate is in your hands. If you screw up and give us these shoes back before dawn, I could end up married to this man.
Well, I'll do the best I can.
Excuse me, but would you happen to have any aspirin?
No, I'm sorry. Miss Hollis doesn't allow it. There's a holistic healing center about 30 miles from here, though.
Oh, well, that's very handy. Thank you very much.
Is there anything wrong?
No, no big deal. Just a little touch of food poisoning, coughing up blood.
Now, listen. You will lock up all our shoes, and you will absolutely not give them back to us until the morning.
You got it.
Did you get that? There's no Coke machine, no aspirin, no cable TV, but they do have a shoe lock-up service.
So, that's what your dad and Georgie decided. Now, We can go on to the inn anyway, or we can turn around and go home.
Yo, let's get in the motion and leave the stump behind. Stick up the highway and change their mind.
I hear you, bro.
Oh, why did we have to watch this movie tonight? Wuthering Heights always puts me away. I think Heathcliff and Kathy are the greatest love story of all time.
I never knew that about you. Myself, I would pick Tarzan and Jane.
Are you serious?
Yes, absolutely. I am Tarzan of the Apes. I want you. I am yours. You are mine. We will live together always in my house. I will hunt for you. I am the greatest of the jungle hunters. I will fight for you. I am the mightiest of the jungle fighters. You are Jane Porter. I saw it in your letter. When you see this, you will know it is for you and that Tarzan of the Apes loves you.
I love that speech. I didn't know you knew that.
Well, I didn't know you love it. See, if we were married, we would probably know things like that.
Why is that?
Well, I don't know. I guess when you get married, you know everything about each other. That's why you get bored.
So how's that urge coming?
Stronger than ever yourself?
I'm fighting it.
You know, I minored in literature.
You never told me that. You know, I majored in it.
I knew that. How about, come live with me and be my love, and we will some new pleasures prove of golden sands and crystal brooks with silken lines and silver hooks.
John Donne.
Bingo. Of course, loosely translated, it means I'll never forget to take out the garbage.
No peevish winter wind shall chill, no sullen tropic sun shall wither the roses in the rose garden, which is ours and ours only.
It's Robert Browning.
T.S. Eliot. Dedication to my wife. Now, there was a happily married couple.
Day by day, he would gaze upon her. Day by day, he sighed with passion. Day by day, his heart within him grew more hot with love and longing.
That's easy. Longfellow. Hiawatha.
Okay, that's it. Now you're starting to make me mad.
Kiss me. That love is all there is all we know of love.
Emily Dickinson. Who loves raves?
That's Byron. Why are we doing this?
I think it's like reciting baseball scores when you don't want to think about sex, only we're trying not to get married.
Did you know that one of the oldest human needs is having someone to wonder where you are when you don't come home at night?
Who said that?
I did. Well, actually, Margaret Mead said it first.
How about, there's nothing so fine as two people of one heart and mind keeping house together. That's Homer.
You know, Art Man, when I said before that I couldn't love you more, I was wrong. I do love you more. I love you more for knowing the entire letter Tarzan wrote to Jane, and for reciting Emily Dickinson and Longfellow and Byron to me. I love you so much more than even I knew. In fact, I think I may have to marry you.
Oh, well, now you're just looking for any excuse.
I've also got an itch to wear a prom dress tonight.
I hold it true, whatever befall. I feel it when I sorrow most. 'Tis better to have married and lost than never to have married at all.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I want my shoes back.
Sorry, no can do.
Look, I know what we said before, but we've changed our minds. We really need our shoes back.
We're getting married.
Well, congratulations. But you won't be doing the shoes you gave me. A man's word is his bond.
Listen, I really appreciate how seriously you're taking your job here. I'm sorry, what's your name?
Richard.
Okay, Richard. I think what you're doing is admirable. And by the way, I must say that's a very handsome duck sweater you're wearing. But you see, Richard, sometimes in unusual circumstances, deals have to be broken. And our deal is off. Just give us the shoes.
You said don't do it even if you beg. And this sounds a lot like begging to me. What is this? Some kind of a candid camera thing?
Listen, Richard, the justice of the peace is way across that field, and it's snowing outside. You don't want us to catch pneumonia, do you?
Well, I surely don't. Why don't you check in Susan's room?
I've already done that. Where do you think I found this dress? She's got a trunk there labeled shoes, but unlike her diary, it's locked.
Excuse me one minute. Brighten in. Oh, yes, how are you? Well, I guess since it's an emergency, you can have your old room back. Okay, see you then.
Wait, excuse me, is that someone from our party?
Well, yes, I believe it was. A Mr. Davis and that older white-haired gentleman. Miss Davis is called, too. They're all on their way back because the roads are too icy.
Wait, please, give us our shoes back. I'll do anything.
I'm sorry, I can't.
I'll give you $20.
We don't accept bribes.
Okay, all right, look, here's my credit card. Buy yourself some furniture, get a bunch of new duck sweaters. I'll even show you how to sign my name.
I'm sorry, the answer is no, and that's final. You're not going to mace me, are you?
We'll give you $150 for your shoes.
I don't care if you give us $500. We're not selling them.
Why not?
Because it's weird. This whole place is weird. I hate this place.
Okay, if you won't sell us the shoes, how about renting them? I mean, what's the difference? You rent shoes when you bowl, don't you? We'll even have them cleaned for you after we use them.
You know, I thought you people were okay until now. I see it. They've gotten to you. It's like that Stepford movie or Night of the Living Dead. Hell, I just want to go to a Howard Johnson.
Do you have any skis? Could we rent some skis? Or maybe even a slalom? Please, how about selling us 4 empty Kleenex boxes? Sir?
Well, if we...
Our friends, we love you.
To Georgie, who in the past year has filled my life with more excitement, exasperation, exhilaration, and inspiration than anyone in the 40 years preceding it. I stand before you wet, barefoot, cold, hungry, and happier than I've ever been. Thank you for being my wife.
Yeah!
To my husband, who is quite simply the kindest, most decent, most loving man in all the world. And I know, because I looked.
Yo, dish you, and if you do your homework, bro, she'll come upstairs and kiss you. Lay it on him, Pop.
Well, you can cry, you can weep, you can kick your drama. The world's gonna turn, just ask your mama. And now that Queenie's gone and taken that oath, I just gotta open my heart and love them both.